What's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. Dante's Boxing Nation featuring Town Business. We here with Marlo Moore. All right, Marlo, how you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing amazing, man. Just got finished with a great workout. I put my all into it. So when you do that, you have no choice but to feel great.
All right, man. Did you get a chance to check out the fight? If so, let us know what you think of the fight, thought of the fight, and if you didn't, man, just tell us what you heard.
I've seen clips. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. I've been very busy, you know what I mean? And I've seen clips of the fight. I think, from what I saw, I can only say that it was a great competitive fight, but I will be going home tonight so I can get my expertise when asked about the question again, who I thought won. But I'm not going to turn the sound off. I'm not going to really listen to too many other perspectives on it and try to get my own take. I recommend you watch it with the sound off because you might be a little bit fooled by what was really going on. You got to do the eye test. But you told me, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Styles make fights and confidence. Like I said, every clip that I've seen confidence. I saw confidence in Danny Jacobs' eyes and just in his demeanor. And I know for myself what confidence can do for you. And so, definitely. Like I said, don't be surprised.
I got to ask you this, man. As a guy that's about to turn pro, I got to ask this question to every fighter, as far as boxing politics go. Are you worried about something like that happening to you being in a particular situation? You worked hard, you trained hard, and you get into, you box hard and you think you did more than enough to win, and then you're a victim of, circumstances or a victim of boxing politics based off of popularity contest. Are you worried about that as you get ready to turn pro? Are you worried about something like that happening to you, basically losing a fight, basically to the refs instead of losing a fight? Losing a match to the judges instead of losing a fight to the actual fighter?
It's definitely something I'm aware of, but am I worried about it? I can't, as a fighter, I can't be worried about that. There's so many other things that my mind needs to be focused on. As long as I can say at the end of the day that I gave my all, I can't be worried about whether the judges are going to do their job. My job is to train, stay focused, stay living a fighter's life and perform on that night. And if the judge don't decide to sway it my way, I can't worry about that. I just have to do my job, and that's the only job I'm concerned about. But am I aware of that, being a possibility? I'm very aware. I fought, at some of the highest levels of the game in the amateurs, in the Olympic system. So I'm very aware of how that goes. But my job at the end of the day is to show up, live a fighter's life, train my hardest, and perform on that day. And whatever the outcome be, hey.
I gotta ask another question, man. Like, if you do lose a fight, how do you regroup? Because I know the hardest thing is losing a fight, but how do you regroup? Do you try to immediately wash it out your mind and then you just prepare for the next fight, or just how do you recover from losing a fight? How do you rebound?
You definitely don't wash it out your mind. As a fighter and just as the type of person I am in general, I would call myself a perfectionist. So, as much as it hurts and as much as it puts a bad taste in your mouth to sit up there and dwell on it, you have to watch that and you have to learn from it. Regardless if you thought that, you won or you did enough to win, you have to go back and see what you could have done more to make sure that you got that decision or you finished the job. A lot of times at the end of the day, I think we're our hardest critics as fighters, and it's our job to go back and look at what we could have done more, to sway the judges. We know what it is when we're going into a foreign, territory, or when we're the underdog. We know what it is, and it's one other way to don't let it lead it to the judges, So, hey.
So you believe, when you fight on enemy territory, let's just say you fight outside the U.S., you believe in just basically at least trying to put the guy down or at least try to go for the knockout instead of leaving it up to the judges?
I definitely don't think you ever, anticipate, I'm just going to try to sleep him, put him down, but that is, something you have to be aware of. You're in a foreign territory. There's a lot of, psychological things that go along with judging, more so than just he had it on his mind the whole fight that he's going to give it this way. There's a lot of psychological things. The crowd sways a judge's mind. They're only human. Judges are only human. They can only do so much, if we were in a foreign land trying to judge a fight clearly, it's a very difficult process, and I understand that. Every time, say we're in a different city or something like that, and every time the hometown favorite throws a punch, even if it misses, the crowd is they're throwing, going crazy and stuff like that. That's gonna take effect. That's gonna take effect in that favoritism type of thing, that it's very difficult to get around that just as humans in general. So I have to know going in there that I need to do my best, and I need to be on A+, if not greater of a performance, if I want to get that decision, or if I want to, walk out victorious.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I saw you working out and co-training alongside Olympic gold medalist Tony Yoka. Yeah. What's it like to train with a dude like that, man? I mean, you're a big dude, but he's like even bigger. So what's it like with both of you guys, like working with Virgil Hunter?
It is what it is. He's a good guy, and he's here to get what he's here to get. I'm here what I'm here to get. But besides, I've been around in this sport, in this weight of this sport, I've been around a lot of big guys, so it's nothing new. But he's a great asset to the team, and it's a great training alongside each other. I think my coach always says the best iron sharpens iron, so us being around each other and competing against, just keeping a competitive level. I want to stay sharp. I want to do the drill sharper than he did it. I think that's very good, and it's very beneficial. A lot of people don't get that. They don't get that high quality surrounding around them, and I think that's what's pushed me so far in the sport, so fast. Even though I've been doing this for over 10 years, but just to jump on the scene and be in the shadows, training around that great atmosphere, it made it obtainable. You know what I mean? I think that us sharpening each other up, that's something that a lot of other guys don't have.
All right, man. Last question. Let's just say, 5 years from now, you guys are both about to turn pro pretty much at the same time. So what if you two dudes 5 years down the line are the hottest dudes in boxing? What will you guys fight each other if it comes down to it?
If we end up the same, we have to see when that position comes. But the way Verge puts it, he's like, hey, we'll both have a slice of the pie. That's about it, and that's all.
All right, man. Appreciate you talking to me, man. Thanks, Marlo.
Yeah, no problem.